Yo, what's up guys? Can't flip for ship here. Today's video is going to be talking about replicants. I have here with me, this is a Baliplus replicant, and it's pretty good. I've had the /Tagash rep as well, and it's also very good. I actually got it like back whenever, like, they've been getting more popular recently. Not saying like, oh, I'm so a G or anything like that, but I remember they didn't always used to be as popular, and then I guess just kind of out of nowhere they sort of blew up, and oh shit, they seem to be like all the hype right now. And recently, as you guys may or may not know, I did get an authentic rep, so this is kind of like a good chance to kind of compare them. Excuse me. But to kind of start things off, there are some prefaces, which is like, is that the right word that I just used? Or I should preface this by saying that I don't necessarily have the one-to-one of what my other Balisong is, because this one is the alt blade, and I have a regrind on the rep that I got personally. So, you know, it's not a one-to-one comparison. I also replaced the spacers and stuff like that on my other rep, just because they were like a little bit making it too handle biased, which is kind of something that I wanted to talk about, which is, so here's the tolerances for the Baliplus rep, the alts. They're not bad. It's very similar to a real rep in the sense that, like, you will get tap if you just like, like drop it a few times, or, you know, it has like the susceptibility to do that. So that's the unfortunate thing, but at the same time, it's not like the end of the world, because it is, you know, a fairly good Balisong, and you can usually just tighten the pivots and get it out, or you can do some little altercations and stuff. But yeah, so this is the Baliplus. In terms of like fit and finish, it's really, really good. It looks pretty close to an authentic one. And you know, the biggest like difference that I notice in terms of like immediate effects is that it is like extremely fucking heavy compared to the real thing. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on over there? Sorry, somebody, I guess they have like a performance car or whatever, performance quote unquote. But yeah, so here is the carbon fiber Baliplus rep, and I'm going to be a little bit more careful when I'm flipping this one because it is like extremely sharp. That's another thing, is that some of these come like pretty sharp. Like there is the dulled edge, but it's still something that you have to consider. So yeah, here is the Baliplus carbon fiber, and I only just bring it out just to say that like, I think the weight of this one, even though it is carbon fiber, is actually still heavier than the authentic. So it's kind of crazy to say that like a Balisong that is so freaking known for being, I'm over here just yapping. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. So known for being what? Well, they are known for being fairly heavy, but the Baliplus ones are even heavier. And a material that's known for being lighter, carbon fiber, is actually still heavier than the authentic thing, which is just insane. I like a heavier Balisong. I like the way that it feels. But at the same time, I think, you know, it gets to a point, right? You can get pretty fatigued flipping heavy Balisongs, and I think that the Baliplus is like right on the threshold of like too heavy. I think it's not right there yet, right? But it can get close. And here is the authentic rep that I have. Oh shit. Get a look at it. Pretty cool, huh? Right off the bat, you'll notice the differences in sound. I think the authentic thing has like a, can you hear that? It has like a deeper sound, and it's like lighter. I think it feels more free. Of course, like, you can say that like, because I put spacers in for like my preferences of what I like, so it is going to be like a little bit different. But at the same time, I mean, it was like that when I got it. I'm trying to like get used to the New Balance because I actually flipped it a lot before I did the change. There it goes. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty light, pretty enjoyable. Even before I changed the spacers out, it was light. So that's something, it was a lot lighter. So that's something that is not necessarily like a new change. In terms of the fit and finish, I don't think that necessarily, like I got the second hand obviously, so it's not going to be like perfect fit and finish. But even that being said, like there is not like a crazy discernible difference from one to the other in terms of the way that they feel. For me personally, I think like not the way they feel like overall, but like the way they feel in fit and finish. Like I wouldn't say that the scales on this real thing are like way better in quality than the scales on the other one, and it's not because like these are bad or anything. I mean, these are the Killer Bee scales, so like they're good, but I wouldn't necessarily see, that's the thing too, like this one is so much lighter. Like that's actually the crazy thing is like this is so much lighter than those other ones that I'm like having trouble flipping it, because it's just like I got used to the balance of the others, and it just takes a second. Overall, like you can definitely feel the difference in quality from one to the next, like in terms of like the ability that it has to kind of like move around, and you can definitely feel the quality in terms of like I would say like the freeness of it. I don't know how to explain that. It definitely feels like more like loose, I guess a little more calibrated. And then yeah, the materials, I guess I don't have too much to say about like that. Like I said, they're very similar. The handles on the real thing are like more squared off. And then another thing too that's like random and notable about it is that the real thing has like these like, I know you guys are hearing the wind right now. That's why I'm trying to like get away from the wind, but there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, another thing too is that the Zen nipple on this thing is actually like really like it really gets you, like it'll really stick you sometimes, which is super annoying. The sound obviously is better. I don't know if I said that already, but it's a deeper sound. It's a little bit nuttier. As you can see, I put these bushing spacers in to kind of reduce some of the handle weight. It was handle biased. It felt like and again, it might come down to the blade and stuff like that, but it felt like the stock spacers on this one were like a little bit more I would say like lighter. So it definitely had less handle bias, but it still had handle bias. So I didn't really like the way that the stock one flipped any more than the Baliplus one. It felt it was a very slight difference, but now I think I like this a little bit better. I just got to get used to it, but that doesn't really say anything about whether the clone is better or anything like that. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit brain fogged. I just spent like 2 hours scrolling reels, so my fucking mind is just gone. But yeah, so I guess all of this is kind of to just say that like there is like a pretty decent discernible difference between the two. A lot of people will tell you that they're like 1-to-1, and like they're interchangeable, some of the parts and things like that. But I think that's really where it kind of ends, because the actual real rep feels better. It's not really going to be that much of it, or it shouldn't really be that much of a surprise to you guys that like an authentic product is going to feel better than the clone. But what should be surprising to you is that it's not really by an insane order of magnitude. Like the Baliplus Rep is actually like really good for the price. Like, and whoa. I don't think that for the average person it's really worth it to get an authentic rep. In that price range, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can get into. And a rep is like a decent experience. Like I'm sure everyone should like at least try it at least once. but I don't think that it's like a game changer. I really don't. Maybe if you know someone that has one, you can give it a go. But like for yourself personally, I just don't think it's like worth the investment, especially too, like if you're somebody who likes to flip interesting and cool knives, you know what I mean? Like this is a cool knife, but it's not gonna blow your mind or anything like that. Like it's a rep, right? And I think you can get a majority of the experience of what it's like to flip a rep just by having a Baliplus rep. So I think where I'm at now is like, I think personally that like, if you're okay with clones, that like the Baliplus rep is like more of a better option for you. That's at least what I think, like personally. So is it worth the extra? I think right now a stock rep's like $400 or something like that. No, I don't think it's worth it at all, especially considering the Baliplus one for $60, and you can buy parts and mod it and make a Franken-rep if you want to, like authentic parts secondhand on the market. But a stock rep should just never be, like, I don't think anybody really needs that. Oh shit. And in terms of flipping ability, they're very similar. The only thing that you're going to get extra from a real rep is going to be just the fact that you've tried a real rep. The sound, obviously. I mean, you can just tell they're just not in the same caliber as far as that goes. Again, too, though, like that's another thing that I wanted to mention, which is like if you get the Franken-rep from Slash to Gas, he'll tune it himself, and he kind of changes the parts around a little bit, which and that one sounds really great. So it might actually be more worth your money to actually get a Franken-rep, because the Baliplus rep is good, but it's not exactly like game changing. And I think it's worth the extra money from Slash to Gash to just get the thing that's actually going to be like what you actually want, you know what I mean? And actually have a good tune. So that's like my thoughts on it. I know everybody's going to have like reps are like one of the most weird like things where there's like a lot to talk about with them. So there's a lot of opinions, but I think that's generally how I feel about it. And I would feel that like a lot of people would feel pretty similar. It's going to come down to your own personal preferences as with everything. And see, look, now I can't get used to how heavy this thing is. So, there's that obviously. But at the end of the day, if we're just looking at it in like an objective terms, and if you don't necessarily care about, clones or this or that, then it's pretty much it's going to be very obvious that the better option is going to be Baliplus, and probably the best option is going to be to get a Franken-rep. And so that's probably why you've been seeing them get so much hype lately, because they're a genuinely good product. And why can't I land that? It's like so weird to try to like, it's because I never do it. There you go. Try it again. Ta-da. I can do this one pretty easily. But anyways, but yeah, so that's how I feel about it. I've wanted to try an authentic rep for a long time, and here I am. Now I'm actually trying it, and it's good. It's good, but it's not leaps and bounds. It's not like world beater better. So I just like, I personally don't think that it's worth the money for most people. Unless you're like really into like legacy, or like really into like wanting to try it yourself, or into modding. I guess even if you're into modding, I don't really think it's worth it. So that's sort of the final verdict. But yeah, let me know in the comments if I missed something. I kind of went off I always really do go off the cuff with my videos, so I definitely miss stuff a lot. So just tell me down in the comments if there's something that I didn't cover that you want me to cover, and I will cover it. Let me think of what I can do to finish this video off. I'll do the same combo with each one. So here is the Baliplus one. Ta-da. And now, where's the authentic one? Here is the authentic one. Fuck. Okay, there you have it. Fucking Baliplus is better. Ta-da. Okay, rock on.